wheel, use a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts out. When you get to the last one, you might want to hold the wheel on so it doesn't fall. Grab the wheel and slide it off. Remove this nut right here, use a 22mm socket. I'm going to use a pickle fork to separate the ball joint right here. There is many different front end tools you can use. Do the best you can. Good. Slides right off. We're going to remove this shield. There's a couple of push pins on the back of here. Use a push pin removing tool or a trim tool. And then using an 8mm socket, we're going to remove a bunch of screws all around the perimeter. Oh, that one's a 7. And slide that down. There's a shield right here we need to remove. Take the 8mm bolt out right here, and there should be one right there as well. Just use that 8mm socket. You should be able to fold this down a little bit. And then this shield, there's another bolt way up there you want to take off. Using a 10mm socket, there's a bolt way up here. You're going to take that off. It's holding this shield on. And if you pull this shield down, you can see the other bolts right here. Use a 10mm socket. Take that off, and then you can pull that shield out of the way. Using a 21mm wrench on the nut. You can take that off. And this should swing down. You pull the bolt out and slide it out. Now slide the new arm in position. Get the bolt started. The nut on. And slide the arm up. You want the arm as close to ride height as possible when you tighten this down. So do the best you can. And tighten this down. Now I'm going to torque this bolt to 74 foot-pounds. And then if you have a torque angle meter, you want to go an additional 90 degrees. Do the best you can. That's good. Now lower this, put this shield in place. Make sure you go over the stud in the front. And then using the bolt, get that started. It's going to go right there. And we'll tighten that bolt down. And take this plastic nut. It's going to go right over that stud. And tighten that down. That's good. And these two bolts right here. Right there, and there should be one right there. Tighten those down. Slide this shield back in place. Get all the bolts started. And before I tighten those down, push these push pins in, lock those down, and go around, tighten all the bolts. Now I'll slide the ball joint in place and get the nut started. And we'll tighten this up. If the stud starts spinning, you can use a hex bit and hold the stud from spinning and then tighten it with a wrench. Now we're going to torque this to 59 foot-pounds. Put the wheel back on, line that up, get the lug stud started. Now I'm going to torque the lug nuts to 110 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. I'll just go around again, double check. After you're done this job, keep in mind you need to bring the vehicle to a local garage to have it aligned so you don't have premature tire wear.